FanNoise College Pick'em Show. Nate Schweers, Mike McGee. Another week, another good slate. Here we go, Nate. How we feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good. COVID on the rise, a lot of cancellations. Last week kind of sucked for the slate, but I got a positive for all you fans out there. Anybody with a canceled game, we should have won. We would have won.
We would have won. We would have won.
That's the motto this week. We would have won. You're all 1-0 in your last one. You're ready to go. You would have won. You're going to win this week.
Can't wait to get –
clearly aren't going to win this week.
Can't wait to get to the 0-0 Utes, huh?
The 0-0 Utes.
I am supporting the Tar Heels this week, okay? Tar Heels never stop. They don't. This is a basketball
They never stop scoring. They never stop not playing defense.
That's true. We're talking college basketball when we talk Tar Heels. All right. Let's hit it. Start it strong. Throw the graphic in. Mac, game of the week. Mac, game of the week. I'm going Toledo versus Eastern Michigan. I go Toledo every week, baby. The glass bowl, the D crumbs. We know that D crumb is not on Toledo, okay? We know it. We get it. It's a joke. Stop bashing us for it. We know he's on Kent State. But it's D crumb, huh? They wear the same color uniforms.
In the glass bowl.
In the glass bowl. D Crum and the Toledo Rockets versus Eastern Michigan. I got Toledo. I know they had a tough loss last week. See if they can bounce back against the gray end zone. No, the gray field. Never seen any fans at that game.
The factory. Right when you're going in for a nice midweek contest at Eastern Michigan, you look up on the back of the press box. The factory. Players made here in the factory. They're bad. They're not very good, but they're made there.
It'll be cold every time too.
Cold every time. You're gonna freeze your fingers off. It's not gonna go well. God forbid you get one on the handle. Ooh.
Oh no, Jake Lee out of the Penn, 105 on the thumb. I'll wear it.
Speaking of 105, balmy Kelly Short Stadium is the home for my MAC contest of the week this week.
Okay, hit it.
The Directional Michigan Championship. We got Western. We got Central. Western, they're not rowing the boat anymore because PJ Fleck got body bagged by Kirk Ferentz last Friday night. But, good game coming up. I got the home cats. Fire up chips, baby. They're going to win this one. They're going to move to 3-0. Maction.
Both 2-0 teams, right?
Both 2-0 teams.
This is going to be on ESPN, boys. As all Maction is, but
one of the ESPN flagship stations, ESPN2, ESPN3, ESPNU. We'll mix in all of them.
ESPN8, The Ocho. All right, good Maction slate. Right into the god-awful ACC slate this week. Notre Dame bye. Miami canceled. North Carolina not ranked.
Would have won, though. They would have
won. Clemson at Florida State. Mike Norvell. Nate, take it away.
Mike Norvell, I got something cooking there in Tallahassee. This is not a real football game. It's not going to be a real football game. Clemson, a 35-point favorite at the time of recording. A 35-point favorite.
They're in COVID country.
Over there. But, yeah, not going to be a real football game.
No.
It'll be bad.
It will be bad. Is Trevor Lawrence back? Back
to last week.
What'd you say?
I don't know if Trevor's back. But you want to talk about a pitch to Johnny. Call back to the Sunday slate last week. That's how Mike Norvell's group's feeling. Yikes. Don't want to play the Tigers. Paul's got the Tigers on the move.
Paul does have the Tigers on the move. Virginia Tech at Pitt. Toss-up.
I'm throwing the big old F word on Virginia Tech. They're frauds.
We're going frauds there.
They keep losing when they're the favored team. Throwback to our Hugh Freeze game of the week a couple weeks ago. I think Pat Narduzzi's boys are ready to go in this game. I think they're ready to go. I think they get it done. It's at Pitt. Maybe a little snow in the air, a little flurry here and there. I like the boys up front. I like the boys that can play a little bit of defense. Virginia Tech can't. Not Georgia Tech. Virginia Tech. We're talking ACC. We're talking up in Virginia. They can't play.
Great take, Nate. Great take. Give me Pitt.
Yes.
Give me Pitt. Give me Pitt in this game. James Conner's not there anymore. Great player. Beat cancer. Good back.
Imagine getting so excited for the NFL draft. Side note, tangent here.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine getting so excited for the NFL draft. You just spent your your 3-4 years in a Pitt Panther uniform just to get drafted by the Steelers and like live in your same apartment that you were living on campus.
Might as well, huh? Making millions.
Why
I would live in Beacon.
Give me the Envy Nicholsons, baby. Give me the Envy Nicholsons as an NFL.
Nate'll get kicked out of there.
Oh, sure did.
Wake Forest at Duke. I had to throw this on there because this is how bad the ACC Slate is this week. A great basketball matchup, a great baseball matchup. Give me the Blue Devils. No, don't. No. X. Wearing the Tar Heel shirt. Don't give me the Blue Devils. Give me Wake Forest for that reason alone.
Oh,
I'm supporting the Heels.
Wake.
Give me Wake.
A 5-point favorite. Let's look at some of Duke. Duke's got some sneaky good wins this year, though.
Don't do that.
At Syracuse, they won by 14. And don't sleep on a big win over the Charlotte 49ers at home, 59-14. The offense can clearly put up some points. Give me the Blue Devils.
Where's Jabari Parker when you need him?
Oh, my gosh. Vernon Carey going to get drafted.
Zion Williamson. Should have played football, Duke. Should have been a two-sport.
Should have been a two-sport athlete.
All right. Thank God that's over. On to the Big Ten. Indiana at Ohio State. What a matchup. Why are they playing at noon? I don't know. The Big Ten does this all the time. Am I happy about it? Yeah. Pretty happy about it. You know why? Because I wake up. It's the first thing I see. And Nate, give me the Hoosiers. Give me Indiana in an upset in Ohio State. Justin Fields. First test. Give me the Hoosiers. Give me the Hoosiers.
First test got me going. Ohio State minus 20.5. Let's take a peek at Indiana's wins. I don't want to knock Indiana. I don't want to do it. Tell me the good win on this schedule.
Oh, I know.
At home versus Penn State in overtime.
Yikes.
At home at Rutgers.
Yikes.
At home versus
voice crack.
1-3 Michigan. At Michigan State. Now, I'm putting more of a lowercase f on Tom Allen and the Hoosiers these days. Put more of a lowercase f on
They
them.
can't be frauds. They're undefeated.
They're undefeated. So was Iowa in 2015, and they got ran out of the gym in Pasadena. So I
Okay.
lowercase f on the Hawkeyes that year too.
I knew you were going to pick Ohio State. It's the reason I'm picking the Hoosiers, but I have a little reason here. This, like I said, Ohio State not been tested. COVID year, anything could happen, Nate. We've seen it. Indiana, I've never seen a football team in my lifetime of Indiana that's been this good. And they're being consistent. I think that's what matters. The turnover ratio is very good. They don't give the ball – they don't turn the ball over. And if you could catch Ohio State off guard, I know Ohio State's second-half team. They'll probably win this game, but I'm picking the Hoosiers.
Yeah, and I probably went over the top. With my bashing of the Hoosiers. But I don't know. I just think it's more of a testament to Ohio State for me. I think that they know they just lost a game last week to Maryland. They would have won. But I think there's no room for error for Ohio State because I think that they know they're going to get a test against Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So style points is going to matter for this team because they're only going to play 8 games.
Yeah. They're
only going to play 8 games. They'll probably go 8-0.
I'm looking at the Hoosiers' remaining schedule here. You can continue, though.
No, I think the Buckeyes are going to come out looking for style points. They had a week off to prepare for Indiana. They got to watch that entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Day has shown that he's picking up, and he had the recruits to do it, but he's picking up right where Urban Meyer left off in terms of being able to get the offense putting up points. I just think
just dominating.
Indiana's getting better. Indiana is moving into that, I'll call it the second tier in the Big Ten East that involves Penn State and Michigan in a normal year. But I just there's too wide of a gap still at the top.
They got Ohio State, Maryland, Wisconsin, Purdue. We could be talking about a one-loss Indiana team.
We could. We could. Wisconsin looks good, though. Wisconsin looks really good.
Okay, we'll move on to Wisconsin at Northwestern. Another good game.
Yes.
So
this is the battle for the Big Ten West after Northwestern won last week. Again, I hate the Wildcats, but how can you hate the Wildcats? They play hard.
I love them.
It's not sexy football, but they just do everything good enough.
They got the worst grass in football.
Dude, Kyle Field. You'd have high school linebackers complaining about the traction you get out on Kyle Field.
Yes.
Sure. We're talking about guys that play in an ice storm. But, Kyle Field. Pat Fitzgerald's got on the move, though.
You taking Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm taking Wisconsin. I think
we forgot to pick.
We forgot to pick. We do that all the time. We analyze the game without actually picking the team. I got Wisconsin here. I think Graham Mertz is the best quarterback that they've had there in a long time.
Triple string, right? Or is he back?
No, he's back. He's back.
Okay,
Graham Mertz is back, and he looks good. Now, again, we talk about Indiana's fraud wins. Wisconsin's wins are against that same Michigan team and Illinois. So it's not like we're talking about an absolute juggernaut schedule for the Badgers so far, but they've looked good doing it. They're always going to defend well. They're always going to be able to run the football, and they finally have a guy that can throw the ball downfield too.
Yeah, give me the Badgers. I'm a huge Northwestern fan, but give me the Badgers in this game. Luck will run out for Northwestern. With fans in this game, if it was a night game, it might sway me, but I just don't see it here. And now, on to the American Game of the Week.
You're going to skip my boys? You're going to skip my boys.
Oh, my gosh. I saw it last. Sorry. Iowa at Penn State. Let me start with this one. Iowa has shown me a lot these past few weeks.
Yeah.
Nate, remember when we were talking about the 55 passing attempts?
Yeah.
They're scoring points, Nate.
They're scoring points, but they're not throwing the ball 55 times anymore.
Exactly.
They're playing. I listen to a lot of local sports talk radio, Mike. Guys I'd love to have on this show at some point. Chris Williams, Ross Peterson. They talk Iowa and Iowa State football. Great guys to listen to. Got to have them on. Ross and Chris were both saying that Iowa plays such boring football, but they're so good at doing it. And they're finally back to playing boring football the last 2 weeks. They've played two inferior opponents, but they've played boring football, and they've outscored those opponents 84-14.
That's the point. You're dominating. That's what you need to do.
You're dominating. You're running the ball between the tackles. You have a quarterback that's not very good. The play-by-play guy, Gary Dolphin, last week for the Hawkeyes said, what a great handoff by Spencer Petras. That's the compliment. What a great handoff. But that's all he's got to do. All he's got to do. Run it between the tackles.
I agree. I'm picking Iowa in this game. It's not even going to be close. I think Iowa's hot. I think they destroyed the BUs, the PJs, the flex.
Oh it was so satisfying. It was so satisfying. I tell you what, I'm going to go on one more little tangent here. Did you see the end of that game?
I did not. I watched the entire thing up until it was an absolute blowout, and I just turned it off.
35-0. Minnesota's driving down the field with like 30 seconds left in the game. Minnesota sees Iowa's defense and takes a timeout. They take a timeout with 30 seconds left in the game to just read the defense. So Kirk Ferentz walks down the sideline, waits for everybody to get set, and calls all three of his timeouts right in a row. Lets them get set, timeout. Lets them get set, timeout. Lets them get set, timeout.
That's amazing.
They asked him about it, and he goes, big rivalry game. We're playing for the Floyd of Rosedale. Might as well take Floyd with us and leave the timeouts here. Oh, I was jacked up. That was jacked up.
I didn't know PJ was I guess he is hated by a lot of people.
Yeah, I tell you what. I don't know what it is about Iowa and Minnesota. I can't stand Minnesota, though. It was very satisfying Friday night.
I'm sorry. I almost skipped them.
But we're on to the American Game of the Week. The American
Game of the Week. And we got Cincy back. They're back.
Back in the fold.
Cincy's back. Cincy's at UCF. I had to decide between this game and another game, but it wasn't even close. This is the hardest game on Cincy's schedule. It's at UCF. Give me the Bearcats. I don't see them losing.
Cincy's for real. And I think they know that anything can happen in a COVID year. So I think they're getting a little bit fired up. We got Luke Fickell faking punts.
Luke Fick.
Up by 30-some points last week. Faking punts. Because the man knows that style points matter.
Mm-hmm.
Knows that style points matter, and he's just waiting. He's just waiting. They're ranked 5th. If Notre Dame beats Clemson again.
Do we see this matchup? Wait. Do we see a Notre Dame, Cincinnati in the playoff? Hear me out. Brian Kelly, Grand Valley State, Cincinnati, Notre Dame. Wow.
Luke Fickell could be the next coach of the Michigan Wolverines. Could we see them in a battle in this year's college football playoff? And then again when the rivalry resumes.
That's what being a fan is all about.
What it's all about. That's what it's all about. Give me the Bearcats. Give me the Bearcats sneaking into the college football play. There, I said it. FanNoise, College Pick'em Show.
November here? Cincy.
November 20th, 21st, whenever this airs. I forget right now. I don't know what date it is Saturday.
I don't know what it
right
is.
now. The Cincinnati Bearcats in the college football playoff.
You heard it here first. That's a marquee statement. Cincy. Okay. Scratch. Nate, take it away.
The Hugh Freeze game of the week. The Hugh Freeze game of the week, and they're back in ACC country, taking on the Wolfpack of NC State.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check the line here real quick.
I love when I looked at this ACC game and I looked at the ACC slate and saw Liberty in there. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh, it gets me so fired up. The 21st ranked Liberty Flames are a 3.5-point underdog at NC State.
They're going to keep proving you wrong.
After winning as the 14-point underdog at fraud Virginia Tech, they win again this week, improve to 9-0. Give me the Flames with Sparky the Eagle as a mascot.
I am 100% swayed by you. I'm in. I'm a Flame. You got to pick the Flames here.
Pick the Flames. Got to pick the Flames. They're the Lady Flames in softball, so I heard. They're the Flames.
What is a lady flame?
I don't know what a Lady Flame is, but their mascot, Sparky the Eagle. Sparky the Eagle, getting it done, baby. Let's go.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Liberty, Eagle, Flames. It all adds up.
It all adds up to it.
Does Liberty sneak into the playoff?
No. They don't.
Absolutely not. Hugh Freeze, what a guy.
What a guy.
SEC country, Mississippi State at Georgia. We're going to roll through the SEC here. Georgia, I'm picking Georgia. This is a boring slate. It's very boring.
It is. If there was a game that I think has a chance to get a little bit interesting, that's like supposed to be a blowout, I think it's this one. Because I think that Mississippi State is always like liable to put up a ton of points.
Yeah.
Georgia, on the other hand, Kirby Smart's running the veer out there for Georgia. They just can't seem to be a high-powered offense, but they're going to win. They're going to win and probably big.
Yeah. Kentucky at Bama. 3, 2, 1. Bama.
Call back to earlier when we were talking about the ACC slate. This one is also not a real football game.
No. Let's just continue. We good?
And we're on to the next one.
Yeah, Nick Saban. Tennessee at Auburn. I like talking Tennessee. I think I'm going to keep them in the slate every week.
Hey.
This is a good one, actually. It's the Volunteers versus the Pedestrian.
The Pedestrian. Oh, man. I don't – Cue the music. Cue the music part. Rocky Top Tennessee. Rocky Top Tennessee. Give me the Vols.
You're taking the checkered end zone.
Give me the Vols.
You know what, Nate? Give me the Vols as well. Give me the Vols because Bo Nix he's bad. He's a pedest.
He's a pedestrian.
I can't take Auburn anymore. I don't care who they're playing.
You can't. I really hope Nick chimed in with the music there. I really hope he started playing Rocky Top Tennessee. Give me the music.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. One more time. LSU at Arkansas. You can take this one.
Boy, Felipe Franks did not get it done for
you had big Philippe in that one.
I had big Philippe. I think the Arkansas Razorbacks do win this week, though. At home.
Really?
Yeah, I think they beat LSU. Dude, LSU's just
They're young. They're young.
They're young, but they took the kiss of death when they welcomed Bo Pelini in there. That man belongs in Penguin country.
Give me the Tigers. I do not. How do you keep picking Felipe Franks?
I don't know.
The guy's a fraud. He's bad.
I don't know. He's like red hot sauce. Goes on everything, but he's gonna get a big win. Frank's red hot sauce.
Okay. Mark it down. We're not going to talk about the other team in this matchup, but Florida, we're just going to talk about Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to win this game. You can look up who they're playing. Don't need to say it. Florida, Kyle Trask. Where does he go in the draft? Is he going to be the Heisman?
No.
Really?
I think it's probably going to be Mac Jones or Najee Harris. Because I think Alabama will be undefeated. They're going to look really impressive doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be the week, too. They're playing Kentucky. That like Najee Harris goes for like 250 yards and 4 scores and just inches himself back into the conversation. But I don't know. There's a little bit of Alabama bias that I'm feeling. I think they're going to find a way to win the Heisman. So, no, not Kyle Trask, but he's a very good quarterback. I think there are some teams with old quarterbacks in the NFL that could benefit from finding a way to pick him somewhere in the mid to late first round.
The Bears?
The Bears? The Bears?
Nick Foles out on the stretcher?
Oh, dude. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But, whoa.
I've been excited. I've been watching Kyle Trask closely, but I know my team. They'll mess it up.
They'll pick somebody else.
They'll take who's the North Carolina quarterback right now?
Howell.
Yeah, they'll take Howell just because he went to UNC.
It's a pipeline.
Pac-12. Let's go straight. Yeah, first game. Give me the Utes against USC because they haven't played a game. I don't know why. It's COVID all over there. I don't know.
What have we learned? They
would have won. They're going to win. If it does get postponed, USC looked bad against UCLA.
Dude, they're not good.
No.
They're not good.
And everything we were talking about last week about what the Pac-12 needed to do to get into the playoff, washed in that game. Literally washed. It's done.
It's only Oregon at this point. It's Oregon or bust for the Pac-12, and Oregon's got to start putting together some serious style points to get it done.
Or the Utes.
I don't know, because at this point, what are the Utes going to play 4 games?
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
A 5-0 Pac-12 champion?
I just like the Utes.
Oh,
ranked 5 last year? Yeah, who you taking?
I got the Utes in this one. I think USC is kind of a fraud. I've been throwing out the fraud word quite a bit tonight.
I love it. A lot of frauds. We're finding out frauds every day.
We're at that point in the season where there's some teams with some suspect win-loss records, and you're like, that doesn't add up. That doesn't add up there. Yeah, I got the Utes. And maybe even big. Okay,
I like that. I'm with you. UCLA, Oregon. Give me Oregon. Give me the Justin Herbert lookalike. Give me Scow. Scow is his name? Scow?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Scow. Give me Justin Herbert lookalike. Sure. UCLA looked decent against USC, but it's UCLA. It's Chip Kelly. No.
Oh my gosh. Looking it up right now. Over under 66.5. Oregon minus 13.5. If I were a betting man, I'm taking Oregon, laying the 13.5 easy. Easy. We're talking about a 20-point win here, and the over. I think it's just a scoring fest. I think we're talking like a 59-28 style game.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. That was a great bet. That was a great game to bet. Arizona at Washington, real quick. Washington for me. I just had to throw this game on the slate. Pac-12 after dark, huh? Washington.
Pac-12 after dark. Don't sleep on Pac-12 after dark. What time does that game start?
I don't know.
Oh, that's not even the late one. That's 7 p.m. Central Time.
We got the Washington State Stanford late one, right? 10:30.
Ugh. David Shaw.
Yeah, we'll go right to that.
Ugh.
Give me the Leeches.
You're the Fighting Leeches. The boys in Pullman have it going on. They didn't lose by that many.
I know.
I think they'll dominate Stanford.
Stanford's is a mess.
I picked if I were a betting man, I would have and maybe did pick the Buffaloes last week. Easy bet last
It's not
week.
even fair. Yeah, just taking candy from a baby.
Stanford, it might be time to part ways with David Shaw.
He did his job.
And I tell you what, he did great there. There's a Rose Bowl win, couple Rose Bowl wins.
Yeah, I mean, the dude was
a good program. The last NCAA football game that was made, they're a preseason number 3. That's something about David Shaw. Something about David Shaw.
Big Shaw, huh?
But it's about time for something new there.
I agree. The Cardinal, not the Cardinals. The Cardinal.
The Cardinal, the tree mascot.
Last 3 games on the slate. The tree. Last 3 games on this with the eyes are just lopsided.
Oh gosh.
Last 3 games on the slate, Big 12. Huge, probably the biggest Big 12 slate of the year. Only 3 games on our slate, but powerful matchups.
Yes.
Kansas State at Iowa State could start.
I'm a little bit torn here. Doing some research again. Kansas State does a lot of little things really, really well. And they have been the Achilles heel of the Iowa State Cyclones for years. In the last 15 matchups between the two programs, Iowa State is 3-12 against the Kansas State Wildcats. Facts that surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
But their last 3 wins in the series have been in Ames, Iowa. That's where the game is played this weekend. I've got the Cyclones in this one. I think the Cyclones are for real. I think they're going to play in Dallas in the Big 12 championship game. I got the Cyclones beating the Wildcats of Kansas State.
How can you do this every week? How can you pick Iowa State every week?
I don't want to pick them. I don't want them to win.
I don't like them. I don't think they're ever good. I think they're always overhyped. I don't like it.
Breece Hall's in the Heisman discussion. He's the best running back in the nation.
Dave Montgomery was a beast there.
He was. Doesn't have a hole to run through in Chicago, but beside the point, I like the Cyclones. I really do.
Okay, I'm taking Kansas State. I'm sticking to what I said at the beginning of the year. I think they're for real, and I know they've lost a couple tough games, but it's not this Kansas State team that's getting rolled over in previous years.
No, and I will say, for me saying that, you could just absolutely turn the fact that I gave you right around on me.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas State has won 12 of the last 15. I think 9 of the last 10 in this series. The stats point toward Kansas State here, but I don't know. Something feels different in Ames, and I don't like it. But something feels different in Ames.
I wish I was playing Iowa State this year.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Remember, if they would have.
They would have won.
Should
get a graphic in there. Texas at Kansas. How many? I had to look up if Les Miles got fired. I'm waiting for it to happen.
Oh, I know. But they were bad before he got there too, man. Kansas is so bad. I tell you what, that was part of the weekly yikes. Kansas is still a football team. People forget that.
Dude, they have been nothing short of atrocious since I've been alive.
I know, dude. No, you can't say that because you can't forget about their win over UConn in the Orange Bowl. They had a good quarterback, good receiver. Neither of them went on to do anything, but they were there. They were playing for the Mangino.
I don't do you cut the program? You got to put all that money into basketball.
No, you can't cut the program.
They have such a cool logo on their field. Get a bigger stadium. Put some money into the program. How about that? Their stadium's horrible.
Yeah, they need to. I think the problem is that where are you pulling your guys from? Where are you recruiting? Because Kansas State's going to get the best guys in Kansas. Oklahoma's right next door.
Or Independence Community College.
Independence Community College. Grab them up.
Kansas so bad. When I made – just a little side note. In quarantine, me and Gibby, We made a franchise in NCAA 2012. We went to Kansas. We turned that program around. We won 3 national championships and got drafted.
Hey, I'm working on the same thing right now with the Arizona State Sun Devils. Signed a 5-star prospect. Spent a little too much time with the PS3 playing a little NCAA 14 these days.
Yeah. All right, last game on the slate. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma. You got it. I know you got something here.
I got something to throw out for you. I'm going to pick Oklahoma in this game, and it could cause just an absolute mess in the Big 12. Because if Texas beats Iowa State in the last week of the year, you could have –
Wait, sorry, you're picking Oklahoma State?
No, I'm picking Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think Oklahoma is arguably playing the best football in the Midwest. Not in the country. We'll say the Midwest right now. But you could run into a scenario where you have Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Iowa State, and Texas all with 2 losses tied atop the Big 12. And you want to hear a fun fact? If that happens, do you want to know what is the tiebreaker?
Is it Kansas?
It's point differential.
What?
It's point differential, which means Oklahoma's going to get in because they blow out everybody, and they're going to win the Big 12, like every year.
Why? Texas, get good again. I'm sick of this.
Oh, Tommy H.
I'm sick of Oklahoma. They're such a bad team that gets in every year.
I know.
Except when Baker was there. That was a great game against Georgia.
Yeah, it was. Great game. But I'm picking Oklahoma.
Okay.
Big 12 is going to be wild down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma too because Oklahoma State is just a dud. They win by 5 points to every team they play, and they don't show me anything.
I know.
That Tulsa win was – I'll never forget that. First game of the year. It was Tulsa.
What is Kansas State's record? 4-3. 4-3, but that loss is in non-conference play. So we're also talking about Kansas State having 2 losses.
If they beat Iowa State, what is Iowa State's record?
5-2.
Give me the Wildcats.
If Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas State win this week, you will have 4 teams at 5-2 and 1 at 4-2 in the Big 12.
Take a look at the Big 12. I'm watching all the Big 12 games this week. I'm having 8 TVs rolling.
Exciting.
Okay. Another. I hate it's sad to see it go. Sad to see it go as fast as it came. But another great Saturday slate of FanNoise College Pick'em show hosted by Mike McGee and co-hosted by Nate Schweers. I had a great time, Nate. Take us away.
As always, Mike, it's a pleasure.
You know what? We're coming back live. We're doing the fantasy shows. Take a look at those on YouTube. Subscribe, like. We got our Instagram rolling. We got our Twitter rolling. Follow us at FanNoise Sports on Twitter and FanNoise Sports, capital F, capital N, capital S on Instagram. Other than that, we're going to keep cooking for you guys. We're going to keep giving you content and keep spewing stuff out.
Finishing thought tonight, Mike. It's about you. Moment for the FanNoise fans to just appreciate Mike McGee, everything he does on a daily basis. The man loves content, videos, things like that. Things that, myself and some of the others that are working behind the scenes on blogs and social media posts maybe aren't as good at. But this guy's an absolute content factory, and he loves doing it. I love doing it with him. Yeah. We have a lot of fun. This is something that he and I look forward to. This and the Sunday slate is something that we look forward to every single week.
Absolutely.
Chance to sit and laugh with each other and talk football. So we love doing it. Mike's a star. It's awesome. So Mike, kudos to you, man. You're absolutely killing it.
Thank you. And you too. We cannot do this without you, and can't do this without our guys, Nick Parr, PJ Piesco. Sometimes I forget to shout them out, but they do. It's the reason these videos go up. It's the reason the website's rolling. It's the reason I'm able to do all this content stuff with me and you. But we're rolling. We're giving you guys good stuff. It's coming faster and faster, better ideas. Already got a mic. Nate, your mic's coming soon. Me and Nick got something cooking up for you, hopefully soon. We're gonna get this thing rolling. FanNoise banner coming. A lot of good stuff. All right, that's a show. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. FanNoise out.